Hello everyone, Randall Taussig, Blue Core Leadership, and welcome to another leadership lesson from the cockpit. And today I'm going to pose the question, what's your number and what's your employee's number? I'm not talking about their telephone number. I'm not talking about their sleep number. I'm talking about the dominant number that indicates how they're doing in their job. And we have that in the cockpit for sure to make sure we're safe. You've got it in business. I look forward to the conversation in the cockpit. See you soon.
Welcome back to the cockpit. Glad to have you here. And today we're talking about the question about what that dominant number is for your employees, for you. I'm not talking so much about these the numbers we use to monitor. That's important, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about those dominant numbers that really give an indication quickly of how things are going and how that person is doing in their job. And so, for example, in flying, I'd say three major phases here for me, that big dominating number. The first is, it's actually before I even do the flight. It's number of hours I slept. So the number of hours I slept is a big indicator in terms of how rested I am and able to fly an airplane safely. Once I am getting close to flying, I have another dominant number, and that's weight and balance. I have to make sure that this airplane is not overweight and it's balanced. Otherwise, we're going to have a critical safety issue. And so that's a big dominating number. And then ultimately, when I'm flying the airplane, I would say the number that means the most is airspeed. If I don't have enough airspeed, this airplane's not going to fly. And that's really important when we get into clouds or we get icing and we start slowing down. We got to have enough airspeed to keep this airplane in the air. So that's a critical dominating number. So as you can see, these are very high-level dominant or prominent numbers, ones that you can go to very, very quickly and determine are things the way they should be? Are you accomplishing what you need to accomplish? And these are typically critical in determining how you are performing. So in business, we have the same thing. If you're one that owns the revenue, the growth, then maybe the pipeline is one of those big numbers that you must own. How are you guys working to get the pipeline up to where it needs to go? It's a big dominant number that does reflect your ability to be able to grow. If you are concerned with quality, well, for me, for example, I do EOS implementations. The number that's very important for me is the quality of my sessions. At the end of every session, our clients will rate the session 1 to 10. We get feedback, and that's a determination of how the quality is. And if the quality over time is not good, I know it's going to affect my ability to provide the value and have a strong business. And then, of course, there's the profitability. If you're the integrator or you're the owner of a business, for sure, the bottom line profit is your dominating number. How's that going? Are you accountable for it? What are you doing to make sure that it's always strong? Always strong. Now, of course, we have a lot of other numbers, a lot of other metrics that we're responsible for, and they're important. But what we're talking about here is what rises up above them all. What are the things at the end of the day you've got to look at, and you have to know whether you are healthy. And these numbers tell you very quickly whether you're healthy. And from your employee standpoint, how are they doing? Are they doing their job the way they should do their job? Are they getting the results that they need to get? So I would say a few takeaways here. First of all, it sounds obvious, but know your number or dominant numbers. There should just be a few of them, if not just one. What's that dominant number for your position, for what you are most responsible for in your company? The second thing is own it. You must be accountable for it. Even if there are a lot of people that are involved and have influence on that number, you are ultimately accountable for that number, and you're the one that has to make sure it's on track. And then the last thing is just make sure you're monitoring it. Make sure you've got a sequence of seeing how it's going and doing a quality check on those numbers. Make sure that you know where you stand as often as you need to know so you can make the adjustments that you need to make. As always, I want to thank you for joining me in the cockpit, and I'm looking forward to having you join me again next month when we have another leadership lesson from the cockpit. Bye for now.
07 Charlie Delta, left turn your discretion, Alpha to the ramp, my frequency. Have a great night.
Okay, left turn here, Alpha to the ramp will stay with you. You have a good night as well, thanks.